नमस्ते सबैजनालाई। विभिन्न नेताहरूको इङ्ग्लिस भिडियो प्रस्तुत गर्ने क्रममा आज फेरि अर्को नयाँ भिडियो लिएर उपस्थित भइसकेको छु। आजको यस भिडियो अन्तर्गत रहेर हाम्रो देशका प्रधानमन्त्री केपी शर्मा ओली इङ्ग्लिसमा बोल्नु पर्यो भने कसरी बोल्छन् भन्ने विषयमा चर्चा गर्नेछौँ। अर्थात् आज हामी केपी शर्मा ओलीको इङ्ग्लिस स्पिकिङ स्किल हेर्दैछौँ। र भिडियो सुरु गर्नु पूर्व यदि तपाईँले अहिलेसम्म पनि हाम्रो यस च्यानललाई सब्सक्राइब गर्नुभएको छैन भने तुरुन्तै सब्सक्राइब गरी भिडियोलाई एक लाइक पनि गरिदिइहाल्नुहोस्। सो आउनुहोस् आज केही फरक हेरौँ। केपी शर्मा ओलीको इङ्ग्लिस सुन्नुभन्दा अगाडि उहाँको एजुकेसनल ब्याकग्राउन्डको बारेमा थोरै कुरा गरौँ। एजुकेसनल डिग्रीको कुरा गर्ने हो भने केपी शर्मा ओलीले त्यस्तो औपचारिक महत्त्वपूर्ण कुनै पनि डिग्री प्राप्त गरेको पाइँदैन। अरू औपचारिक शिक्षामा व्यस्त हुँदै गर्दा उनी आफ्नो राजनीतिक करियरमा व्यस्त थिए। केपी ओलीले जेलमा बस्दा पनि धेरै नै सेल्फ स्टडी गरेको सुन्न पाइन्छ। अब अलिकति पनि ढिला नगरी हेरिहालौँ केपी शर्मा ओलीको इङ्ग्लिस स्पिकिङ स्किल।
We commend the Secretary General, Mr. Antonio Guterres, for the dedication, commitment and leadership with which he has been serving the organization. As we commemorate the 100th birth anniversary of Nelson Mandela, I would like to pay my profound respect to him and for the cause he fought for. An iconic figure, he was a great human soul and remains a source of inspiration for peace, justice, harmony, forgiveness, and reconciliation. This year, we have lost an outstanding diplomat and visionary Secretary General Kofi Annan. I also pay sincere tributes for the tremendous contributions he made to promote peace, development, and human rights in the world. Mr. President, I bring greetings and best wishes from the land of Buddha and Sagarmatha, also known as Mount Everest, for the success of this session. Since I addressed from this podium in 2006, Nepal has undergone a historical political transformation. Through dialogue and deliberations, through mutual respect and accommodation, we steered a uniquely successful homegrown, nationally led and owned peace process. It had about peaceful transformation of an armed conflict. It was about restructuring of the state and promoting unity in diversity. It was about making Nepali people truly sovereign and as source of state power, and it was about institutionalizing and consolidating all those achievements in a democratic constitution through a popularly elected constituent assembly. Despite the difficulties in the wake of devastating earthquakes, the political leaders rose to occasion with a common resolve to promulgate the Constitution in September 2015, thereby fulfilling the 7-decade-long people's aspiration to write their own constitution. The Constitution of Nepal not only consolidates democratic quality under a federal republican order, but also embodies extensive rights and freedoms of the people. Separation of power, checks and balances, the rule of law, independence of judiciary, periodic elections, inclusive and proportional representation are the defining features of the Constitution. Our vision is of a comprehensive democracy that empowers individuals not only politically but also socially, economically, and culturally. Implementing the Constitution was another paramount task before us. We accomplished this historic task last year through free, fair, and impartial elections of federal, provincial, and local levels with record turnout and the participation of the people from all sections of our society. Most importantly, the elections brought 41% of women into elected bodies. We remain committed to bridging the gap of the remaining 9%.
आज हामीले हेऱ्यौँ प्राइम मिनिस्टर केपी शर्मा ओलीको इङ्ग्लिस स्पिकिङ स्किल र यस्तै रमाइलो भिडियोहरू हेर्नको लागि अहिले नै हाम्रो यस च्यानललाई सब्सक्राइब गर्नुहोस्। हामी उपस्थित हुनेछौँ अर्को दमदार टपिकका साथ। तबसम्मका लागि बिदा चाहन्छौँ। नमस्ते।